having a great day. I'm doing great. I'm just eating my lunch and getting ready to go to work. So music's going to stay on in the background because I like Nico Staff and I love this song. So anyway, it's Nico Staff, Sunny Travel. It's a really good song and it makes me happy. And there's nothing wrong with something making you happy. Alright, so I asked a question on my channel a couple days ago. And the question was this. In fact, I'll just pull it up. So let me just pull it up real quick. So let's go to my channel. And we'll go to the community tab. And here it is. What is the one thing you neglected when you were in MLM life? I will go first. It was my health. I neglected my health. And then my finances. And then my husband. So I put in the poll, health, either mental, physical, emotional, or internal. And then I put my finances, the debt increased during my MLM time. And then my family, I did it to spend more time with them, but time became less. All three or something else, comment below. And one of the comments says, I will say all three combined. I never imagined how much an MLM consumes a person. They even change personality. I'm glad I'm over and recuperating a horrible experience I lived. Okay, so there is an article by the FTC, which I will link in the description box down below, but it has some really good talking points that I want to go over with you guys today. So those talking points are kind of important, you guys. Talk with current and past distributors about their experience within the MLM. Well, my entire channel is doing that. So I wanted to read more of the questions that they're asking. Ask tough questions. Dig for details. Don't consider it to be nosy or intrusive. If you're thinking about starting a small business, a good business person needs those questions answered. And here are some that you would want to ask, okay? How long have you been in the MLM? Now, the average lifespan, to my understanding, and I can't remember where I read this, but the average lifespan of a person in an MLM is 13 months. 3 to 13 months is the average. I was the 13-month mark. I know people that were in it for a lot longer. And the reason the average spans out is because the average is 13 months, but some people are in it for less than a month. Some people are in it for more than 13 months. Some people are in it for years. So over the lifespan of the people surveyed in this survey, it was like 13 months. Okay. How much money did you make last year after expenses? This is why I stress so much that you need to do a Schedule C and start preparing that Schedule C right off the bat when you become a small business person. Okay. I had to do a Schedule C when I was a real estate agent because one, I worked for myself and I was in sales. So I had a lot of upfront expenses. So then they say, well, how much were your expenses? In this answer, the expenses should include everything. And what do I mean by everything? Inventory, travel, convention tickets, Empower Me Pink tickets, postage supplies, shipping supplies, a scale, postage printer, the stickers that go in your postage printer, your webcam, your web lights, your computer, your Wi-Fi, your cell phone that you're always on, your bling bag, your giveaways, your promotional materials, your business cards. These things are all your expenses. When I asked this question, I was not given a direct or straightforward answer. And I honestly should have done more digging, which is why I'm making this video now. Because I hold myself accountable for this all the time. I should have done more homework. I should have done more digging. But yet again, when I joined paparazzi back in the day, there wasn't any anti-MLM paparazzi videos out there. The only things that were out there were Sugar Bee Bling and the Frank Stevas talking about how great the company was, and I believed them. Okay? So that's why I now drop more videos and have become like a content farm for you guys. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay, this needs to happen. Here's another question. Have you borrowed money or used your credit card to fund your business? How much did you borrow? How much did you owe? I have answered this question a myriad of times. A lot. And yes, all the time. Massive amounts of debt. In fact, my paychecks went to pay for the credit card so I could continue funding my business. I was working a full-time job to fund my little small business. That wasn't technically mine. So that was great. Do you need to have recruits to make money? Here's the answer. Yes! Okay? Everybody needs to have a recruit to make money. If you want to make money, residual income, you need to have a downline. If you don't have a downline, you must have a significant customer base to sell the product to. But here's the other thing. Jewelry is not an essential item. It's not a consumable. Eventually people are going to run out of space to have it all, and they'll stop buying. And then they'll find someplace else to get it for less. I'm an example of that. Okay? How many of your recruits how many people have you recruited, and how many did you recruit last year? These are questions that should be asked, but nobody ever asks them, especially during those opportunity lives. Those opportunity lives always gloss over these questions. They don't talk about this because they'd rather sell you on an opportunity where you can have a business. But they never talk about how many people were they recruited, how many people have they recruited who have left, how much money they make off of those recruits. Okay? And when you ask them these questions, they conveniently overlook them and never answer them. So, I think these 3 questions right here need to be answered consistently. They need to be asked consistently. I would love to see when a certain iconic impressionista is making her baby food and going live and has a question and answer about her opportunity. I would love it if people would ask her these questions. I would love it if the same thing happened with another iconic impressionista. I think these things need to be said. Okay, here's the number 1 question that I love on this article. What percentage of money did you made came from actually selling the product to outside customers of the MLM? What percentage of money you made came from selling the product to customers outside the MLM? The key word in this question, and I'm just going to highlight it, the key word in this question is outside. Because you guys have all seen me say over and over, time and time again, there's a pyramid within the pyramid. And it happens every single day. All right, now the next question. What percentage of money you made, income and bonuses, less your expenses, came from recruiting other distributors and selling them inventory or other items to get started? Now, this is something else. When you see your upline elites saying, I got this on Amazon and here's a link, that's an affiliate link. They get paid to push that product to you. It may be pennies, but they're still making money off of you clicking that link and buying that product. So they have multiple streams of income and they're taking advantage of their downline. But this is another question that honestly needs to be answered by all the people who are actively recruiting, who have Crown Club whatever behind their name, or fashionista or above behind their name in the paparazzi world. These things need to be asked. No one's asking them, but they need to be asked. All right? And the next one is, how much time do you spend on the business? I know how much time I spent on the business. I was constantly thinking about it, worrying about it, working it. And, you know, on the 4th of July, there were people working their business to get their fashion fix sets and posting from their phones. I mean, even when they claim they're not working, they're working. Okay? And if they're not doing their book tours or doing, whatever, they're working their business. They're working either one side hustle or another. They're never not working. It's like, when did you last give yourself a true day off? I would love to know. Okay. How much inventory did you buy from the MLM last year? And did you sell all of your inventory? That's a good question. That's a question that nobody seems to ever ask any paparazzi consultant, and it honestly should be asked. So, remember, you are on a mission to check out a potential deal that requires your time and money. Information you learn can help you make a decision if that's the right deal for you, or if it's straight up illegal, as in a pyramid scheme. So this article was very well written, and I greatly appreciate it. So these are just things that I want you guys to think about. And if you see someone doing an opportunity live, ask these questions. If you're thinking about joining a multi-level marketing company, these are questions you should honestly ask. So if you want to read this article in its entirety, it will be linked in the description box down below. And now to end this video, I want to give a special shout out to my members. So I want to let you know, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, but most of all, thank you for being here and using your logical brain to think outside of the box. You are smarter than you give yourself credit for. You're real, you're not perfect, neither am I. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.